transparent house. The house that we choose is located in Tokyo, Japan. It was built by So Fujimoto architects. It has 940 square foot. Transparent house was inspired by ancient predecessors who inhabit trees. Transparent house offers plenty of daylight. Expect no privacy here.
Okay, the transparent house has a wide steel frame that reflects the trees. It has the walls made of glass, and it has 21 floor plans situated in different heights.
In contrast with a modern house, a normal house is more private than transparent house. Moreover, a transparent house is luminosity in the world.
The transparent house has more individual plates than a normal house, and finally, the normal house is less spacious than the transparent house. Thank you very much.
Dicen que al terminar la tierra, Dios se escondió entre dos mares, un tesoro de esmeralda y manantiales. Yo me bajo feliz a hacer la siesta.
Soy colombiano. Yo soy de allá, soy de Colombia.
Firstly, we're going to talk about how Colombia was 15 years ago and the changes that have been happened through the years. And secondly, we're going to give some reasons about why the people who left Colombia should come back.
Certainly, the image of Colombia for the foreign people is not the best. 15 years ago, some Colombian cities was encroached for armed groups outside the law, so it had weak international relationships. Also, Colombia had a lot of drug traffickers, and it was a serious problem which had caused it that some countries constantly connect us to this situation. Nevertheless, during the time, Colombia has demonstrated that it can improve in many aspects, like education, health, tourism, and that it can solve its problems.
For example, today the world recognizes Colombian people for stand out in sports. Our athletes like Nairo Quintana, Mariana Pajon, Rigoberto Urán, James Rodriguez, and all Colombia soccer team, among many others, are news around the world. Moreover, in the last World Cup, Colombia showed talent with great goals. On the other hand, cities as Cartagena, Medellin, Bucaramanga have attracted foreign people during the last years. And the flowers, coffee, and textile exports had increased.
So now, Colombia is a country of happiness and friendly people. They are worker people who, despite problems, have built dreams, and now their happiness and hope will produce that all of this could be real. The most attractive woman of the world is here, and if you come to Colombia, you will fall in love with landscapes, biodiversity, and a huge variety of gastronomy. In addition, Colombia is growing economically, and you will find more opportunities.
Muestra tu pasión.
Welcome. Diagnostic and statistical manual mental disorders
These scientists discovered that shyness can turn into a social disorder. Since 1980, the disorder was identified, and in 1999, this began to be treated with drugs and new psychotropic drugs.
Chinese syndrome has been named social phobia or colloquially shyness. Some experts say that the people who are shy are more susceptible to suffer this kind of disorder. Celebrities are more susceptible to develop it than common people, maybe because the pressure or the stress.
Celebrities also can present shyness like anxiety, and it is the best situation to show famous people have the same psychological problems as common people. An example is David Beckham. He must has been so admired that developed social phobia.
If you feel you are a shy person, you should take a recommendation to take a test to check if you really are. In case that the test be positive, you must visit a psychiatrist if you should need some recommendation, some medication.
How technology has changed our lives. Technology has killed the greeting card. We're no longer paying postage to send our birthday cards. An email, text, or e-card has that covered. How we date. Online dating has been around for a while, and many people are using Google to see if their date is a dude. And how we share. We're no longer using the traditional route of sharing information. Social networks now allow us to share pretty much anything, anywhere, and anytime.
How does technology affect family life? Technology has affected every part of family life. We are spending more time indoors than we are outside. The time spent on the computer or watching TV is about 8 hours a day. This time is usually spent alone and not with the rest of the family. With all the technology we have nowadays, we don't need to get out of the house anymore. You can do everything from the comfort of your home. Almost everything resolves around technology now. What do most people do when they come back from school? They usually watch TV, go on the computer, or something else like that. Impacts, on the other hand, impacts on the local natural environment, the habitats loss or alteration. First, habitats loss or alteration through land clearance as a consequence of raw material demand or development of a site. Physical disruption of habitat, and finally the chemical contamination of the environment through the release of wastes that have a direct toxic effects on flora and fauna.
Some experts say that the technology has become an electronic addiction for some, taking them out of the physical world. So people prefer to stay in their houses and having communication only with internet. They aren't interested in receive a hug or a handshake or a pat on back. Some environmental authorities say the increase in energy consumption has really increased the proportion of certain gases as carbon dioxide, sulfur oxides in the atmosphere. Moreover, certain activities generate highly pollution waste that are difficult to remove as plastic materials or nuclear waste. All this can affect the health. The physiotherapist Maria Eugenia Serrano explained that technology produced sedentary lifestyle because people didn't pass time with their friends and family, and they avoided um, performing any type of physic exercise. So people are vulnerable to get diseases.
Technology has a significant impact in communication. So the most important is the speed of internet and the possibility of sending emails and chatting. Technology allows communication between the people around the world faster and very easy, but not always fine because it has changed the way that people communicate. So the interpersonal relations are decreasing.